Friends, good morning. Today we are going to discuss a new topic, that is software. Okay, and today our topic is software. Students, what is software? So before knowing that software, what is software, at first we should differentiate between software and hardware. From layman point of view, general point of view, a common sense point of view, the hardware part of computer system is known as the touchable part, the tangible part of the computer system is known as the hardware. And you can touch, you can feel the presence of hardware in a computer system. The part which is touchable, physically touchable, is known as the hardware. And hardware part collectively creates a computer cabinet. You can say that the cabinet. Inside the cabinet, you can find different type of device, different type of parts, and that part is physically touchable. And this kind of things or this type of part of a computer system is known as the hardware. And software is generally intangible in nature. Software is generally untouchable in nature. Hardware part is visible and touchable. Software part is untouchable and invisible. You can feel only the presence of the software. You can feel something is there inside the computer who is perform a job. And without that software, without that intangible, without that untouchable part, we can't do anything by using the computer. You can say computer hardware parts is just dead without the presence of software. The software makes the hardware part active. Here, this software makes the hardware part active. Software is, you can say, is the energy inside the computer which performs the particular job. The entire hardware part, entire computer system, entire computer system, the computer part is divided. Entire computer is divided into two parts. One is hardware part, and another is software. One is hardware and one is software, and this is written as like this: hardware and this is software. Hardware part is tangible. This is tangible in nature. Tangible. You can touch, you can feel, you can visible. The hardware part of the computer. This is the tangible part. And this is intangible. Intangible part. That is untouchable or invisible part of the computer system, that is software. And here hardware, one user directly interact with the hardware. And it seems that the user can directly do the job with the help of hardware. But actually scenario is different. Actually work process is different. That work process is software perform the job by the help of hardware. Both are dependent with each other. Without software, hardware is dead, and without hardware, software cannot do anything. Repeat, without software, hardware is dead, and without hardware, software can't do anything. The hardware and software collectively perform the job. The hardware part builds a communication in between. Hardware part builds a communication in between computer and the user. We touch the hardware and perform the job, but there something is there inside the computer which makes the hardware active and which is responsible to perform the job, you can say. Clear? So here that software, in other words we can say, software is the collection of data or instructions. Software is the collection of some instructions, and that collection of instructions, that set of instruction is performed to particular job, is known as the software. Repeat code. Software is the set of instructions, and that set of instructions is responsible to perform a particular job by the computer, is known as the software. Or you can say software is the collection of some programs. Software is the collection of some programs. तो हमें कोई भी data, or you can say instruction, data or instructions. Set of data and instructions creates a module, creates a program, and set of program creates a module, and set of module or collection of a module is known as the software. When you integrate the different modules and create a software, and that software is dedicated, that software is responsible to perform a particular task or to perform a particular job by the computer system. This is software. Clear? The software, from its nature's point of view, from its work point of view, software is divided into two types. One is system software, another is application software. Okay. So generally software is divided into two types. Software is divided into two types. One is system software, another is application software. Application software. The software is divided into two types. One is system software, another is application software. So what is system software? System software is to boost up the computer system, to start the computer system, to control the computer system, to supervise the computer system, to manage the work of computer system is the system software. System software creates a communication in between user and hardware part of the computer. The system software creates a communication in between user and hardware part of the computer. Hardware part of the computer. And here you can find the presence of system software. System software generally developed by the computer manufacturer. The company which builds the computer, or the manufacturer which manufactures the computer, and that manufacturer developed this kind of system software. Without the system software, students, you cannot start the computer. To start up the computer, to boost up the computer, some software is there, and that software is known as the system software. And to develop such kind of system software is a complex task. Developing a system software is a complex task as compared to developing application software. And system software, to develop a system software, extensive knowledge, huge knowledge, depth knowledge about the computer science is required. This is system software. And the system software generally can run without application software. And application software, because I am saying, the application software is one type of software who is particularly responsible to perform a job. Using the application software, we can perform a task. Okay. And application software is developed by any user or any programmer. And to develop application software is not a complex task, is easy as compared to developing a system software. And application software, for developing application software, a standard level of computer science knowledge is sufficient. It's enough to develop an application software. And application software cannot run without the system software. But system software can run without application software. The application software is responsible here to perform a job. One example ame jodi daba, suppose ame one computer. For a human being point of view, speaking is a job, listening is a job. Okay? Viewing something, our visible power is am pakhare achi. Viewing something, watching something is a one type of job. And this kind of job can be performed by the application software. Students, you cannot say the person having ear can hear. A person can hear. Having ear is not enough. जहाँ पाखरे केवल कान अच्छी, कानटा सफिशिएंट नुहे शुणिया पाई. पार्टी बा जीभ सफिशिएंट नुहे कथा कहया पाई. आखि सफिशिएंट नुहे देखिबा पाई. For this purpose, there must be a power that is known as the hearing power, speaking power, visible power. Okay? And this kind of power is known as the application software. The application, using the application software, we can perform some tasks. Godo achi, यार माने नुहे आमे चली परिया. It is a hardware. आमर जो गोड़ अच्छी लेग गोटे हार्डवेयर, आम कान गोटे हार्डवेयर डिवाइस, आमर टंग गोटे हार्डवेयर डिवाइस, आई हार्डवेयर डिवाइस. Hardware device cannot do anything, okay, without software. The device is there, it's okay, but device can perform the job with some power. That power is the hearing power. I can look something, it can watch something by the help of some power, and that power is the visible power. This kind of power which are responsible, which are needed, which are mostly required, which are most required to perform a particular task is known as the application software. Clear? This is application software. But something is there, hearing power thai pare, speaking power thai pare, visible power thai pare. आखि अच्छी visible power अच्छी, जीभ अच्छी speaking power भी अच्छी, कान अच्छी, ओके, hearing power भी अच्छी, डिवाइस किसी खराब नुहे. किंतु लोकटी जदि डेड हो गला, जदि सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर नहीं, लोकटा जदि डेड हो गला, लोकटा पाखरे जदि सोल नहीं, आत्मा नहीं, ताने एप्लिकेशन सॉफ्टवेयर कैन नॉट रन. सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर can run without application software. गोटे लोकटे किसी शुणी पार ना, यार मान नुहे लोकटे बंची ना. That person can live That person may be alive without hearing power. That person is alive without speaking power. That's why I can say system software can run without application software. But application software cannot run without system software. Ear is there, but that person cannot hear something, that person cannot listen something because that person is dead, because that person don't have the soul. So without system software, I repeatedly कहूँ, without Atma, a person cannot do anything, though it has different hardware parts and power, listening, hearing, सब power गुड़िक dismiss हो system या पाखर जो hearing power थी, जो person पाखर hearing power थी, speaking power थी, without soul सब गुड़िक vanish हो, सब गुड़िक dismiss हो. The application software cannot run without system software, but system software can run without the application software. So for example, the Jan of the computer is the system software. But computer can perform a particular job with the help of application software. This is the categorization of software. From this point of view, software is divided into two types. One is system software, one is application software. Further, system software Further, system software is divided into two types. System software is divided into two types. One is for developing purpose, software, and another kind is for management purpose, Okay. From its working point of view, system software is further divided into two types. One is for developing software and one is for management this system, management the system. Okay. Some software is there which are basically from grassroots level, very beginning, this kind of software is needed to develop other softwares. And these are programming language, programming language, translator, linker, and a loader. This kind of software is known as the system software, and these softwares are used for developing other softwares. One is programming language. Here example I am for the management this system I am BIOS, basic input output software, device driver, operating system, that's the OS operating system, and this kind of software is known as system software, and this software is used for management purpose. Okay, students, here look at the programming language. So what is programming language? So what is language? Language is a mean to express the emotions. Language is a mean to express our emotions to others. Language is mean to make other understand what you think. Okay, that is language. Language may be something verbal and some language non-verbal. Some language is written and some language non-written or only verbal language, and some language is the body language, you can say. There is no vocals, no written, only your symbols, your gesture is sufficient to express your emotions. Okay, your body gesture, that's the body language. The body gestures is sufficient. Body gestures are used to express your emotions. That is known as one type of language. This language is the body language. The student, what is the language? Language is the mean to express our emotions to others. It is a mean to make others understand what you think. Clear? This is the language. And what is the programming language? Before going to programming language, first we have to make us clear what is program. The programmer, this program. The program is the set of instructions. I already told you the set of instruction is the software. But very beginning, program is the set of instructions, and that set of instructions is able to perform a job. If that set of instruction is not able to perform a job, then that set of instruction is not told as, you cannot say that set of instruction is a program. The program is the systematic collection of some instructions to perform a job. That's the program, and that program is known as the code. What? The code. And the process of writing that program is known as the coding. The process of writing the program is known as coding. Clear? Here, the programming language, the language which are used to write the program, the language which are used for coding a program, is for coding the program for computer is known as the programming language. From computer science point of view, the language which are used for programming, the language which are used for writing a program is known as the programming language. It's programming language. And that programming language can be divided into further three types. One is high level language, another is low level language, and there is a mid language. That language is the assembly language. The programming language is further divided into three types, or we can categorize the programming language into three types. One is high level language, another is assembly language, and another kind of language is low level language. The programming language. Programming language is divided into three types. One is high level language, high level language, second one is the assembly language, and another kind is low level language. Low level language. Clear? High level language. Student, already you know that computer can understand only one language. That language must be the collection of, must be in collection of zeros and ones. That is collection of zeros and ones. That language is known as the binary language. Binary language. Okay. The computer can understand only the binary language, and that language is written only zeros and ones. And this language is also known as the machine level language or machine language. This is also known as machine language or machine level language. Machine level language or machine language. Okay. The computer can understand only the zeros and ones, which is not easy for a human being to understand. The human being cannot understand the binary language, and a computer cannot understand the human being language. Okay? Human being cannot understand the binary language because the binary language is written only the zeros and ones. And here the computer cannot understand the human being language, English, Uriya, Hindi, this kind of language is the human being language. The high level language which is understandable by the human being, the high level programming language which is understandable by the human being is not understandable by the machine. So you can say one programming language which are in human understandable format is known as the high level language. One computer programming language which are in human understandable format is known as the high level language. And this language is the collection of some English alphabets, special characters, some syntax we can follow. What is syntax? The term is syntax. What is syntax? Syntax is some rules and regulations to write this high level language. जेपरिक आम इंग्लीश रे कौन से किसी ग्रामर को आम फॉलो कर, वी शुड फॉलो some grammars at the type of writing something in English language. Similarly, there must be some rules and regulations. We have to follow that rules and regulations at the time of writing high level language for programming purpose, and that rules and regulations is known as the syntax. Clear? The high level language is understandable by the human being. This is understandable by the human being. Okay, and this is understandable by the machine. Clear? And this high level language, some examples of that high level language is known as examples hame कहउचंदी से example हम कहले C++, Java. This kind of language is known as the high level language. And the program written in this high level language is known as the source code. The program written in this type of high level language is known as source code. This is source code. And that source code is not directly understandable by the machine. Something is there, I mean discuss kariba. Something is there inside the computer which is responsible to translate this high level language into low level language. And the program which are written in this low level language means gotiye, that's the binary language. Ethi am jemiti कहउछन C++, Java, .NET, okay, PLSQL गुडा high level language jemiti कहउछन एठी केवल गोटिए language, that is the binary language. And the program written in that binary language is known as the object code. This is object code. The program written in low level language is known as the object code. And here in the midpoint something is there, some mechanism is there which is responsible to translate this source code to object code. And this object code is directly executed by the machine. Source code is not directly executed by the machine because of machine cannot understand the source code directly. When that source code is translated into the object code, then object code is in executable form. then this object code is executed by the machine to get the result. After the completion of the execution, the user can get the result from the machine, from the computer. Clear? This is source code, this is object code. And in midpoint there is a assembly language. जेतल कंप्यूटर डेवलप है स्टार्टिंग जो डेवलप है से जो प्रोग्राम गुड़ लिखा होता ये 0s and 1s रे ही डेवलप लिखा होता जोटा कि वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू लर्न टू रीड टू अंडरस्टैंड फॉर ह्यूमन बीइंग ताको आउ टिके यूजर फ्रेंडली करिया पई 0 and 1 को रिप्लेस करिकी किछि निमोनिक्स हम यूज कले कोन कले किछि निमोनिक्स यूज कले some mnemonics and symbols जोड़ा में कहते some symbols are used, some mnemonics and symbols are used to write the program instead of using the zeros and ones. Some mnemonics and symbols are used to make the programming language little bit easier for the human being, and this kind of language is known as the assembly language. तेणु जो कंप्यूटर डेवलप है स्टार्टिंग बाइनरी लैंग्वेज रे ही लिखुले साधारणतः लोक लिखिपार नथिले जो माने एक्सपर्ट थिले से बाबद रे से लिखुले बाइनरी लैंग्वेज एवं कंप्यूटर को किछि डाटा इंसर्ट करथुले से बाबद रे थ्रू दी बाइनरी लैंग्वेज ताको आउ टिके यूजर फ्रेंडली करिया पई आउ टिके ह्यूमन बीइंग अंडरस्टैंडेबल फॉर्म को आनिया पई कि सिंबल्स एंड निमोनिक्स यूज करले लाइक जे परिका में कहउछन ऐड सब ऐड कौन एडिशन सब सब्सट्रैक्शन लोड ओके दिस टाइप ऑफ मल्टीप्लिकेशन ये भली भाव में किसी वर्ड यूज करागला किसी सिंबल्स बा निमोनिक्स हम यूज कले प्रोग्रामिंग लिखिया पाई that assembly language is just better than the binary language from human being point of view, but it is as compared to high level language this assembly language is not easy, but as compared to binary language assembly language is easier. And further time the computer scientist try to develop a language which is more user friendly for the user, and that language is the high level language. So as compared to high assembly language, high level language is very easy to learn, understand, read and write. Clear? तो यही भली भाव में डेवलप होके आसी लैंग्वेज स्टार्टिंग बाइनरी लैंग्वेज थिला तापर असेंबली लैंग्वेज आसला तापर हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज को आसी. Clear? Okay, here questions arise who is there, here questions arise who is there and that is responsible to translate this source code to object code. For this purpose there is a translator and that translator is known as the language processor. Jiva sitting. This is known as the translator, or you can say that's the language processor. Language processor. This is language processor. Language processor is responsible to translate this high level languages to binary language, or you can say from source code to object code. This language processor, its name is language processor because this processor which process the language, this processor which is responsible, which is dedicated to process the language means do the conversion from the high level language to low level language. And language processor further developed, further categorized into three types. One is compiler, another is interpreter, interpreter, another is assembler. Assembler. These three kinds of translators are there. One is compiler, interpreter, and assembler. What is compiler and what is interpreter? Compiler converts source code to object code. Interpreter also converts source code to object code. So what's the difference? Students, there are some languages known as the compiling language and other kind of language known as the scripting language. किसी language अच्छी कि जैसे C, C++, Java, this kind of language is known as the compiling language because this type of language needs the compiler to do the conversion source code to object code. This type of language requires the compiler, and compiler here responsible to translate high level language into machine level language or source code to object code. But here another kind of language like Shell, Perl, okay, Lotus, PHP, this kind of language तमें ना सुनी थी वो PHP ना सुनी थी वो .NET इधर में लिख परिया .NET, okay, PHP, this kind of language is known as the scripting language, and this scripting language needs the interpreter to translate high level language, interpreter to translate source code to object code. That's why its name is compiling language. The high level language को हमें दी भाग रे व्यवहार करते हैं, गोटे होची compiling language आउ ढला scripting language. तो एठी हमें लिखुची the high level language को हमें दी भाग करले गोटे हले compiling language, another kind of is scripting language. What? Scripting language. कौन ता भीतर डिफरेंस अछि हमें जीवा. Okay. तो मुझे तो लिखुले C++, Java, .NET, these are the compiling language. But the Shell, Perl, Lotus, PHP, these are the Python, और गोटे language is Python, these are the scripting language. So what the basic difference between compiler and interpreter? Both job is same. Both are dedicated to convert source code to object code. But what the difference? Difference is there. Compiler, suppose गोटे मु प्रोग्राम लिखिली, ओके, प्रोग्राम टे लिखिली, केते लाइन लिखी छी 1 2 3 4 5 लाइन अछि, ओके. तो कंपाइलर कौन करे, स्कैन्स द एंटायर प्रोग्राम एट ए टाइम, पूरा प्रोग्राम को कंपाइलर स्कैन कर दो. तो advanced compiler scans the entire program, scans the whole program at a time and tries to find out the errors. If some error is there, then compiler reports that error to user with the line number and waits. After the debugging process, what is the debugging? The debugging is user removes the error from the program. जदि किसी यहाँ भीतर error थी वो कौन करियो प्रोग्रामर किसी ता भीतरु error remove करियो. That process is known as debugging. Bug कहले कौन बुझाए? That bug is known as the error or mistake. बा हमें तो कहते हैं issue. किसी टा टर्म एठी यूज करूँ मु सेटा को टिके देखो ताको रखो एवे सेठी गोटे वर्ड हला bug आउट हला issue आउट हला तमरा कोना defect, okay, this kind of out error out hela mistake. सब वर्ड गुड़िक सेम सिनोनिम्स, बग जहाँ इश्यू से या डिफेक्ट से या एरर से या मिस्टेक से या, बट डिफरेंट जगार डिफरेंट नेम को यूज करवा. फॉर एग्जांपल गोटे झीटी जदि छोट पिलाटी होती से बापा पाखरे झील आ भाई पाखरे भौणी, क्लियर, स्वामी पाखरे स्त्री, छुआटी पाखरे माँ, ससुर पाखरे बहु, ओके, जेजा पाखरे नातुणी. बट पर्सन इज सेम ना नहीं, लोकटा सेम ना नहीं. तो similarly in software development environment, in software development process, bug or defects has different names for different scenarios. Bug कहले कौन बुझे गोटे डिफरेंट एंगल को पढ़ाऊँ या बाबद टाइम किसी जीव ओके बग कहले कौन बुझाए समथिंग मिसमैच्ड इन बिटवीन योर प्रोग्राम एंड रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द यूजर इन बिटवीन लॉजिक एंड योर कोडिंग इज नोन एज द बग लॉजिक जहाँ अच्छी लॉजिक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू रे कोडिंग है नहीं देयर इज ए मिसमैच एंड दैट मिसमैच इन द बग जोटा कि आम कहते भी एरर बोली कहते गोटे सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट साइड गोटे थाए आ गोटे सॉफ्टवेयर टेस्टिंग साइड थाए कंपानी ले गोटे सॉफ्टवेयर टेस्टिंग साइड थाए आ गोटे सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट साइड थाए ये सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट साइड रे प्रोग्राम गुड़िक लिखा जाए ए प्रोग्राम गुड़िक भर जोटा को एरर से पाँच आम कहते बग ओके तापर एरर फ्री करदे द प्रोसेस ऑफ रिमूविंग द एरर इज नोन एज द डिबगिंग द प्रोसेस ऑफ रिमूविंग द बग फ्रॉम द प्रोग्राम इज नोन एज द डिबगिंग आफ्टर द कंप्लीशन ऑफ डिबगिंग जो सॉफ्टवेयर पूरा डेवलप हो जाऊँगी से सॉफ्टवेयर टेस्टिंग साइट पठा टू टेस्ट करने सॉफ्टवेयर टेस्टिंग इंजीनियर टेस्ट दैट सॉफ्टवेयर according to the requirement of the client side peoples that according to the software testing engineer test that softwares how much it is able to meet the demand of the user जे केपरी डिमांड जो यूजर बा क्लाइंट साइड पीपल रिक्वायरमेंट को ये किपरि भाव फुलफिल कर से दृष्टिकोण ही टेस्ट करते जदि किसी मिसमैच पाइले से कौन कले एठी डिफेक्ट से पाउछ ओके एठी हम पाइले कौन किसी डिफेक्ट से पाउछ से डिफेक्ट गुड़िक जदि पठेबे सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट साइट से डिफेक्ट गुड़िक जदि एक्सेप्टेबल सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट साइट जदि एक्सेप्ट कला से डिफेक्ट को देन दैट इज द इश्यू किसी किसी डिफेक्ट गोटे एक्सेप्ट हुए ना कहीं कहबे ये नेक्स्ट वर्सन ही सजड़ा जापे there some defects is not acceptable by the software development sites and some defect is acceptable by the software development side and that acceptable defect is known as the issue जदि accept न होची it is not a issue तो ये सब वाटर कथा सो रहिला ओके here look at the compiler compiles or scans the entire program at a time and tries to find out the error where is. If some error is there, then compiler reports that error to the programmer along with line number. And here user starts its debugging process. After completion of the debugging process, after completion of removing all the errors from the program, the user or the programmer further submit that program to the compiler to compile again. And now the compiler compiles the program and translates the entire program into the binary language. Translates the whole entire program into the executable code. आम जो आम कोड लिखले ना प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज जो लिखले सेटा को एक्जिक्यूटेबल कोड नुहे that is the source code and source of code is not understandable by the machine already मुझे कही तो कंपाइलर वन बाय कंपाइलर कौन एंटायर प्रोग्राम को चेक करला जो एरर पाइला एरर नंबर से जो लाइन नंबर सहित यूजर को प्रोग्रामर को जनइला प्रोग्रामर कौन एरर फ्री कला पर फर्दर कंपाइल कला पर कंपाइलर एबे जो एरर न पाइब पूरा एंटायर प्रोग्राम को कौन करिवो एक्जिक्यूटेबल फॉर्म को बा ऑब्जेक्ट कोड को ट्रांसफर कर दो बा ट्रांसलेट कर दो दिस इज द रोल ऑफ कंपाइलर क्लियर एंड एट द टाइम ऑफ एग्जीक्यूशन देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ अ कंपाइलर प्रेजेंस जेता एग्जीक्यूशन होउची प्रोसेसर जेता एग्जीक्यूशन करूची प्रोसेसर जेता रन करूची ऑब्जेक्ट कोड को सेता कंपाइलर प्रेजेंस से आवश्यकता पड़े नहीं बट इन केस ऑफ इंटरप्रिटर इंटरप्रिटर कौन कला suppose 5 line is there, it is a scripting language. Interpreter interprets the program line by line. Interpreter checks the program line by line. First line check कला जदि एरर पाउची प्रोग्रामर को रिपोर्ट करियो, प्रोग्राम एरर फ्री कर साला परे एकु ऑब्जेक्ट कोड को कन्वर्ट करियो. सेकंड लाइन को आसीबो जदि एरर पाइला प्रोग्रामर को जणेबो, पुणी प्रोग्रामर एरर फ्री कर साला परे ताकू ऑब्जेक्ट कोड को कन्वर्ट करियो. ओके ताल इट इज दिस टाइप ऑफ ट्रांसलेशन इज डन लाइन बाय लाइन. But here in case of compiler, the translation is done at a time, not line by line, but program wise you can say. It is line wise translation is there. This is the basic difference between compiler and interpreter. And in case of here, at the time of executing the line, at the time of executing the program, interpreter must be there. Presence of interpreter must be here. At the time of execution कहीं ना एटी execution सरला परे पुणी सेकंड लाइन को आसছে पुणी थर्ड लाइन को फोर्थ लाइन ये जो कन्वर्सन जो ट्रांसलेट होची गोटे ट्रांसलेट हो सारा पुणी सेकंड लाइन के ट्रांसलेट हो सारा पुणी देन नेक्स्ट लाइन पुणी नेक्स्ट लाइन ताने एठी जेता ऑब्जेक्ट कोड को कन्वर्ट होची एवं एग्जीक्यूशन होची से समय इंटरप्रेटर रो प्रेजेंस आवश्यक पड़ुथला बेले एठी कंपाइलर रो प्रेजेंस आवश्यक पड़ू नाही. The execution time is in less time. This type of program is executed, can be executed. अर्थात it takes less execution time as compared to interpreter. Okay, this is the basic difference between compiler and interpreter. And assembler is also a language processor. Assembler is also a translator which is responsible to translate assembly language into the binary language. Assembly language पे मैं तुमको कही या पूर्व जे आम तीन प्रकार लैंग्वेज पाइले हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज, असेंबली लैंग्वेज एंड मशीन लेवल लैंग्वेज. तेना ये जो असेंबली लैंग्वेज को मशीन लेवल लैंग्वेज रे कन्वर्ट करने जो ट्रांसलेटर आवश्यकता पड़ला दैट ट्रांसलेटर इज द असेंबलर. इट इज वन टाइप ऑफ सॉफ्टवेयर एंड दिस सॉफ्टवेयर इज द assembler. जहाँ आलोचना कर सब गुटिक सॉफ्टवेयर. इंटरप्रेटर इज ए सॉफ्टवेयर, कंपाइलर इज ए सॉफ्टवेयर. ओके, लैंग्वेज प्रोसेसर इज ए सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर. Compiler and the interpreter are responsible to convert high level language into the machine level language, but here assembler is responsible to translate this assembly language into what? Machine level language. For today's session, it's all. Thank you.